What if you were given a deadline to surrender your financial freedom and you didn't even know it? What if a global superpower has already launched the weapon that will make anonymous wealth impossible and has issued a silent ultimatum to the entire world? Get with the program or get left behind. This isn't science fiction. This is China's Digital Yuan. And the ultimatum is for anyone who holds real physical assets outside of their control. The clock is ticking, and the final launch of their system could be the point of no return for your stack of gold and silver. Welcome to the Silent Ledger, where we decode the messages hidden between the headlines. Today we are exposing the true agenda behind China's new digital currency and what it means for the future of your wealth. This is one of the most critical financial shifts of our lifetime, and it's happening right now, in the shadows. If you believe in the right to own private wealth, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. It helps us break through the noise and ensures that you stay ahead of the narrative that they are trying to build. Now let's peel back the layers, because what you're about to hear is the blueprint for a new kind of financial control. So what is the Digital Yuan, or the e-CNY as it's officially called? On the surface, the story they tell is simple and appealing. It's a more efficient way to pay for things. It's cleaner than physical cash, faster than a bank transfer, and more convenient than a credit card. The Chinese government presents it as a natural evolution of money, a technological upgrade for the 21st century. They're running major pilot programs, giving away free digital currency to citizens to test it out in stores, online, and for public transport. From the outside, it looks like a brilliant, forward-thinking innovation. But here at the Silent Ledger, we know that the true story is never the one they tell you on the evening news. The real purpose of the Digital Yuan has nothing to do with convenience. It has everything to do with control. Absolute, total, and inescapable control. Imagine a world where the government can see every single transaction you make in real time. Every coffee you buy, every website you subscribe to, every political donation you make. With the Digital Yuan, that world is a reality. Unlike cash, which is anonymous, and even unlike traditional digital banking, which has a layer of privacy through private institutions, a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, flows directly from the central bank to your digital wallet. There are no middlemen. There is no privacy. It is a direct line of sight from the state into the heart of your financial life. But it gets so much more disturbing than that. The Digital Yuan is not just trackable money. It is programmable money. This means the government can literally write rules into the currency itself. Think about what that means for a moment. They could program your money to have an expiration date, forcing you to spend it before a certain time to stimulate the economy. They could restrict what you're allowed to buy. For instance, they could block you from buying more than a certain amount of gasoline to enforce climate policies, or prevent you from buying a plane ticket if you've been critical of the government online. If you are a dissident or a protester, they don't need to freeze your bank account through a lengthy legal process. They can just flip a switch and turn your money off. Your entire life savings could simply vanish with a single keystroke. This is the ultimate tool for social engineering and authoritarian control. It is a financial prison, and the walls are closing in. This is where your stack of gold and silver comes into the picture. And this is where the silent ultimatum becomes clear. In a system of total financial surveillance and control, what is the single greatest threat? It's a form of money that is anonymous, untraceable, and exists outside the digital system. It is physical gold and silver. You cannot program a silver eagle. You cannot put an expiration date on a gold bar. You cannot turn off an asset that you hold in your own hand. Gold and silver are the ultimate symbols of financial freedom and sovereignty, and because of that, they are the #1 enemy of the system China is building. So the ultimatum isn't a public announcement, it's an environmental one. China is creating a financial ecosystem where owning, buying, or selling precious metals becomes nearly impossible without raising red flags. Once cash is eliminated and all transactions are on the Digital Yuan network, how do you buy a silver coin without the government knowing? You can't. How do you sell a gold bar for cash that no longer exists? You can't. Any attempt to convert your digital currency into a hard private asset would be instantly flagged in their system. You would be marked as someone trying to escape their control, a potential dissident. The ultimatum is this: embrace our new, transparent, and controllable digital world, or be treated as a financial pariah. They are making it so difficult and so suspicious to hold real assets that most people will simply give up and surrender to the new system. The deadline is the moment the Digital Yuan becomes fully operational and physical cash is declared obsolete. When that day comes, the escape hatch closes. But this plan is so much bigger than just controlling China's own 1.4 billion citizens. The digital yuan is a geopolitical weapon aimed directly at the heart of American power, the US dollar. For decades, the world has run on the dollar. International trade, especially for critical commodities like oil, has been conducted in dollars, forcing countries to hold massive dollar reserves. This gives the United States incredible leverage. China is determined to break that dominance. They are aggressively pushing the digital yuan for international trade, especially through their Belt and Road Initiative. They are offering to settle oil trades with countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia in digital yuan, allowing them to completely bypass the dollar-based SWIFT system. This is a direct assault on the petrodollar, and it's a key step in their strategy of de-dollarization. And here's the trap. Any country that signs on to use the digital yuan for trade isn't just adopting a new currency. They are importing China's entire system of financial surveillance and control. It gives China a backdoor into their trading partners' economies, creating a new form of digital colonialism. This isn't a theory, it's happening now. And Western leaders are watching with intense interest. Don't think for a second that this is just a China problem. The creation of the FedNow service in the US and discussions about a future digital dollar show that our own governments are exploring the same playbook. What is happening in China is a live experiment, a preview of what could be coming to the West. They are testing the technology and the public's reaction, refining the model before they roll it out globally. The fight for financial freedom is no longer a local issue. It's a global one. So what does this mean for you, the person holding a few coins or bars as a store of wealth? It means you have to understand the provocation in this video's title. The ultimatum is not for you to sell your stack. In fact, it's the exact opposite. These developments prove that your stack is more important now than ever before. It is your declaration of independence from this encroaching system of control. The title is a warning about the ultimatum being issued by China. They want you to abandon your hard assets and join their digital world. Your stack is your refusal. It's your personal financial life raft in a sea of digital tyranny. The real strategy is to recognize that the more they push these digital control grids, the more intrinsically valuable your physical, untraceable gold and silver become. This is a defining moment. We are at a crossroads between a future of centralized control and one of individual sovereignty. The choice you make with your wealth will determine which path you walk. Now, I want to open this up to you. What do you believe is the true endgame for the digital yuan? Is it an inevitable future, or can it be resisted? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if this analysis has been eye-opening for you, please do your part and share this video. This is a conversation that needs to be had openly, and your share can help bring another person into this vital discussion. Thank you for joining us here on The Silent Ledger. Stay awake, stay prepared, and never stop questioning. In our next video, we'll investigate the secret partnership between big tech companies and central banks to build the infrastructure for this new world order. Believe me, you won't want to miss it.